Hello Eswatini, hello world. Welcome once again to First Friday on the first Friday of the month of September 2020. My name is Tamsanga Sibanze, aka the courtesy of hip hop, aka the facilitator, aka the ambassador, aka the fire starter. And it's always a pleasure for me to be your host right here on First Friday. Now, every first Friday of the month, what we do is we come together as poets and artists to flex and share with you what it is that we love to do. So thank you to everybody that has joined us right now. We can see the views on the rise. Henton Gunene, salute, hello to you too, sir. Welcome to the show. We're coming at you live from Mbab City, the cap city of the Kingdom of Eswatini, and this live stream has been made possible by Daniel Toro. And of course, the show, First Friday, has been made possible by the U.S. Embassy in the Kingdom of Eswatini in collaboration with our venue in Dibanweni and of course, your boy, the courtesy of hip hop. What we recognized somewhere along the line was that there was a gap in the industry, especially for poetry. So what we did is we set up this gathering. Before COVID-19 hit, we used to pack this place right here with poetry lovers. But when the lockdown happened, we said, you know what? Let the poetry keep on going, and let's set up a situation where we can bring the poetry to you wherever you are in the world. So ladies and gentlemen, right about now, what we're going to do is another First Friday regular section, which is the open mic session. So Daniel Toro, please roll this next couple of videos for the open mic session before we bring out our guest for the evening, who is the Eswatini Lockdown Online Talent Show champion, the Poetic General. But before then, let's go straight to the open mic session. Daniel Toro, take me there.
So, I have always wanted to be black. Before Trevor Noah talked about wanting to be black, remember? But not just any kind of black though. I'm talking top tier black. I'm talking black from America, because who doesn't want to be black like African American black? Like, I want to walk like you black, talk like you black, have a rap accent black, sag my pants like you black. I want to let my curls hang loose like you black. I want to stand right next to you on the pedestal that I've spent my entire life making sure you were perfectly mounted on. I want to slur my words like you. Say Alana, say nah me, man, say Shawty, what's your name is? I want to say it with my chest, say it black, say it real black, but being here is weird for me. Because your eyes map my melanin and burden it with the weight of not knowing. Whether your great-great-great-grandmother's DNA is hiding beneath my skin, your ears scrape my dialect for your identity, and it makes me so heavy, so weary, because I finally get it. I get it. You are displaced on this land that will never let you home here. Dust here, ash here, motherland. Man, I've got to visit the motherland, man. Like, you will never know peace if you don't make the holy pilgrimage to the motherland. It is like, you will never know peace. I get it. I get why you have to tattoo black on every single thing here. Black president, black American, black lives matter, black don't crack, black entertainment television, black history month, black it's beautiful, black Panther, black power, black love, black moms, black dad, black. Black is a blessing, it burns. It burns to be black here. It hurts to have this melanin sitting at the edges of your skin, yet still, you phoenix through your ancestors' abused identity and rise. You still rise, black child, when you come back. Even if back is here on the street when you come back. Even if back is on the subway where we meet when you come back. Even if back is in the restaurant where we meal, I will say welcome home and hug you. Breathe over the wound of not knowing where your roots lie. If they still grow, did they die? Is your family tree also gaping open from not knowing where you are? Are they looking for closure too? Dear African in America, I promise you this. I will welcome you home. Thank you.
Boys will be boys. A phrase that has been used as a get-out-of-jail-free card for the boys. For instance, when you see a boy toddler at the store throwing a tantrum and chucking his toys out the court, you smile at the parents and say, boys will be boys. When two boys get into a fight on the playground and one punches the other, giving them a black eye, we pull them apart and we say, boys will be boys. No, brother, lingerie is sexy. Consent is a basic human right. Boys will not be boys. Boys will be what we teach them to be. And when boys don't learn, grown men won't know. Think about this for a second. A group of apes is known as a troop. A group of buffaloes is known as a gang. A group of dogs is known as a pack, and a group of hyenas is known as a clan. A group of birds is known as a flock. A group of lions is known as a pride. And a group of men, a group of men is known as a village. Both to women and other men. Women all around the world feel safer around other women than around men. And there is a serious cause for concern because masculinity is supposed to protect the vulnerability of our community. Masculinity is supposed to protect the vulnerability of our community. Boys will not be boys. Boys will be what we teach them to be.
It's about creating from home because it is our platform, and it is entitled Home is Your Platform. 2020 had us gearing up for exciting ventures, resolutions fueled by a new drive. We were building momentum. But an accident that ignited an accelerating pandemic pulled the brakes and it turned tragic. 2020 of distance, cancellation of events, termination of contracts, no contact. Though some of our lives have always been a quarantine, COVID-19 had our creative energies on a lockdown. But I am your wordsmith, unlocking your third eye. See me in your mind's eye. Feel me so vividly, my absence you deny. Listen to me carefully. This is your window of opportunity. Distance from the blinds, for they cloud you. Gaze within the walls that built you, and let my voice transcend you deeper into the roots of your artistry, the fruits of poetry. Nobody leaves malnourished. It is essential to devour art. I am the waters of the Red Sea, healing you from the ebbs that cripple you. Part with idleness, flow with me. I call this wave the collaboration movement, like Lakers, the shooters of every point. Load your slings and leave no stone unturned. It is your turn to quell the giant and put your name on it. Like Seneti Siwe, quenching consumers with content, leaving them content. Connect. Watch colonized corporate minds appreciate the art. Create. This is how we get lit. Let your surroundings spark ideas, then command your position in this place. Unapologetically take up space. I promise the vision is still on board. Reform ideas infected and deformed. You are the antidote. I am your tool. Don't be a fool. You have a bill. Netflix and chill all day won't pay. Log in to the present. Unwrap the future. You too are an important, potent, creative. Stay active. Your home is your platform. There are infinite digital spaces open. Tune in. This life is a live stream. Anyone could be watching. Don't just pin your interests. Begin in an instant. It's never too late. When the sun rises and the birds tweet, do not retreat. Preheat every gram of lost hope. Bake. Awaken your creativity. I am your catalyst, the yeast of productivity. Every dream is still within your reach. Just rise and deliver. Shoot your shot at every point. Unleash the David in you. Slay every Goliath against you. Beloved, maybe you are right. Many do not like peas, but if it's your pod, cast it. Creating keeps us sane, so sanitize the somber world. You are the antidote. I am the pen for the prescription. Note, it is not written in any book, but I am the face of it. You just haven't read it yet. At the tick of every talk to your clock, you will be alarmed to realize I am your antivirus. Here to remind us, let us create. Transform and hone our skills from home. It is our platform, and from the stage we perform. So, break a leg.
And we're back once again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for choosing to be with us this evening. We understand you could have been anywhere in the World Wide Web, but you're here with us. And viewers, thank you very much for your patience and for sticking with us this evening. We are experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty, especially with our internet connection. But the beautiful thing about this is that it's being recorded. So after the show, if you would love to watch the smooth and flawless one, we will upload it on YouTube, which is DTtv or Courtesy of Hip Hop. And you can just sort of like run it back and share it with everybody else. So next to me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the presence of greatness. I did say I will be here with the champ of the what's Eswatini Lockdown Online Talent Show.
Yeah.
My man, how you doing?
Very good.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you for gracing us with your presence. You know, like I feel big just sitting next to the champ, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great stuff, great stuff. Maybe just introduce yourself to the viewers and just let us know who you are, where you're from, and when did you fall in love with poetry?
Well, this is the Poetic General.
Salute.
Yeah, salute. That you know the hashtag.
Yeah.
Well, I'm from Matsapa.
Okay.
In Puleni.
Okay.
In Lokshin.
Okay. Eka.
Eka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fell in love with poetry. It was back in 2012. By then, I was doing Form 2.
Okay.
By then, I was doing Form 2. Inspired by other poets who are now kind of retired in the industry. But really, I started taking poetry seriously and myself seriously as a poet when I was doing Form 5. Right. I think that was 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
Ah, great stuff, my man. Look, like I said, guys, we're in the presence of greatness. We're still going to be here having a conversation with the Poetic General. If you've got any questions for him, you can put them on the comment section below. Speaking of the comment section, Macha Gonyane says, says, let's do this. And Steph, hello Steph, all the way from the United States of America. She's excited about the open mic session. Kulegane Wapelele Mamba, aka Kali B, aka Uncle Kali, says black in America. That is amazing. And is it Jonazer says jonazer from Mozambique. Sharon Martins, who's all the way in the United Kingdom, says love Ndobe. Thank you, Jonazer, for calling your people to check this out. Yeah. Just keep the comments going. Thank you very much. We would love to interact with you. And if there's anything that's happening here that sticks out for you, just please let us know. And once again, the producers have asked me to let you know that we are experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty, and it is due to poor internet connection. Thank you once again to the U.S. Embassy in the Kingdom of Eswatini, Steph, Nanette, Nondumiso, Vagele, and Morrison. These guys have been amazing in just making sure that we have this here gathering. And of course, the master, Daniel Toro, for making sure we come through live and direct on this here live stream. General, so now so and you've discovered that you actually have this passion for poetry. Where did it take you in terms of, before Sifige Lagu, the competition that you are now the champion of, where else did poetry take you?
Well, I think it was 2014.
Yeah.
I think it was 2014. By then, I was part of Miss Cultural Heritage Eswatini.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. So I was there during the launch and the finals.
All right.
Which were there. Yeah, that is by far. And then the same year, I was in the celebration of the King's birthday.
Oh, snap. Okay.
In the
I see
King's
you.
birthday.
I see you. Okay, like
so
it's big things, just like, hey,
in
the
King's
king
birthday.
knows me.
yeah. So in the King's birthday celebration. But besides those, in the country, we have the theatre club. So been around those places a whole lot. So yeah.
All right. No, great stuff. You spoke earlier on about some of the poets that are sort of like inspired you in the kingdom. Can you just maybe just name a few guys that maybe you have been following and looking up to in your journey as a poet?
As a poet.
Because in your journey as an upcoming poet until this point where you are now a nationally recognized and celebrated champion in the poetry fraternity.
Well, some may not know him, but yeah, he was there. He's called Amazon the Poet.
Amazon the Poet? Of course we know Amazon the Poet, bro.
Amazon the Poet, yeah. He's actually the one who took me and actually grew me in the poetry. And there were poets that I would look up to, like Black Note.
Of course.
Remember those people?
Yeah.
Black Note.
Yeah.
And of course, Majaha Konyan. I remember one of his poems. I think that was the time where I decided, man, I want to do this thing.
I want to do that. Yeah.
I want to do this thing. I remember one of his poems. I was watching it. Back then, it was Channel S, back at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a poem entitled A Poet in Thought.
Yeah,
I was like,
I know the brother gets deep.
A poet in thought. Yeah, a poet in thought. And that is when I said, I want to make people feel like this.
All right.
What I'm feeling
the way
right
you
now.
Felt,
So those are the people, man, that have kind of inspired me.
No, that's great stuff, man. It's amazing because that's exactly what happens. It just takes a moment for you to actually connect with another artist and say, hey, actually, I feel like I have that in me and I want to express it as well.
In fact, you've also been in the
hey,
in the picture.
Hey, let him know. Holla at your boy.
Let him know. Yeah, I think it was a performance during the Global Leadership Summit.
Yes.
I was there. I was there. That poem about the blood.
So I performed some of my best pieces. Some of my best pieces on that stage.
Kinelethemba lekuthi lamavi ayovusa tinsika nginelethemba lekuthi ayophenvuka inkemba qashule lamadimoni embetheni futfuko elulakithi isandla senjabulo athi nathi asikhulule imiqondo nenhlitiyo emigomeni yekuphila yayitolo nakuthandi esuka khombelusha athi laba sebaphila ngcono uma badle mathambo entsandvo nabo bathi sibonwe ngibani impela lamadimoni aphethe silumbi yathenga ngaso nesimile mathangene banfanyana nalokuncane nje sokwahlala nelijaza ngithi kufa sebakhula nako inkinga yami ke ngimaphiko mancane ngabe ngiyabakhusela ngoba nabonina bamandla ekulila bakhute ibhadi nganamuhla ibe itolo betfele emabhayibheli bashiya inkhanuko idekela banfanyana ibadlela emabaleni wabukela namakhelwane kancane naye atibongela ngebunyumba namhla letoti miliyoni elikusasa telusha tiyapoka emathuneni lenawemba egameni lemalungelo nemfundo buka sena kwesaba nekuhlwa angithi kona kunekuvusa bulwane kubobona labo botfunjana lenibavuna ebubini nitsimane bakhule ngqono kunani bayaphela abantwana lena kubosolana kuphakama tinqingo kuphela nje nithi abaphephe nibuye nithi nelethemba lekuthi letindlela tebelumbi lentikhuhlele engatini yalabantfanyana tiyobaphatsa ngemusa noma tibabuyise emakhaya ngekusa. Nithi nelethemba lekuthi lenkhululeko egameni lesimanje iyobakhusela. Niyafunga impela niyotfuka ingati yabo etandleni tenu ngemhla wokuphela kuthiwe laba bangene ekufeni ngabo 5 cent betiketi ninenimamatheka. Nabondlana senabaphakela nelikhula nithi kuphela uma bajabula. Najika nabone emadimoni lapho sebanethwala uma seningakhona. Ngoba vele kuyoba njalo. Lobe kwenteka itolo namhla sikhala ngako bukani phela. Bukani phela nale situkulwane lesikhule sibona bude esifazaneni namhla kuyalilwa emakhaya. Silisa sibambe imbokotho ngesihluthu botsatse wethu bashiya ngesihluku. Nalapho nginelethemba lekuthi ayophola lawo manqeba nginelethemba lekuthi lamava yovusa tinsika impela aphendvuka inkemba qashule lamadimoni nine phonsane matshe ezivivaneni. Ngoba vele impilo ibita imbita lebabako phonsane matshe ezivivaneni. Ngoba ngivene likusasa nalolikhala ngesifundisalo lithi ngasithini lesitukulwane nine phonsane matshe ezivivaneni. Ngiyalila phonsane matshe ezivivaneni themba lami themba woma ayaphele mathemba themba impela kuthi angihlambuluke ngikhaqhe konke lokusesifubeni ngintshela uthemba lami ayethemba kuthi angihlambuluke ngikhaqhe konke lokusesifubeni ngintshele ngoba ngibona kufa kuyanifafabula solo nithini yajabula nilitshalwa kuye ngwatindvutfu letiphuma ngemakhala tidle bonembeza nite nihambe emabanga eveni nibanganane kufa etiko lesono nibe solo emiveni nibange esibhakabhakeni impela inkinga nami ngibhale nalenkondlo ngingasaboni nasemehlweni pheni seyigijima tikwetinye phepheni ukuthi angihlambuluke ngiqhaqhe konke lokusesifubeni impela nginitshele themba lami liyaphela ithemba buya kimi themba lami alela-ke kunenzaba abantfabami labanye bathi senhlitweni labanye bayikhomba imiveni akusenanzaba-ke kuphela nje ninengiveni nitababona kume umhlaba vele uma banyathela inhlitiyo iba nekuthatheka uma bamamatheka umphindvo uthathwe imajaqamba kuqaqambe emathambo ibambe emandla imithambo ningakhuti-ke lidimoni bantfabami vele ngulendlela luhambo loluthando vele lona-ke luhle uma lifakwe etinyaweni kuhanjwa ngalo kuphela-ke nulubambe bantfabami lunokuhamba lifike nasendumbeni lumbele lwabanye ludzakeni lomunye asathi uma ungasuye wama uyuba wamuntu bantfabami vele loluthando luyehlulana uma-ke luthathwa ngemawala bawa la eluthandveni-ke labanye kwasala imilotha bafela lona luthando selulotha lijaha lithi uma phela ngamane liphele nawe ngikuthanza kakhulu ukuthi ungathanza lomunye ngisekhona bantfabami kukhona lokukhona kulendvo yeluthando phela lona lodwa lukwati kuthumba imicabango lusithume emaphilisi nentsambo lubuye luphathe incwadzi lusifundzise bongwaqa bekuqhaqha tinhlitiyo lisho ngebuciko bekungena emoyeni ngekhatsi luphehle luvatsi tindlebe tite tivakashele umhlobo tihlala sawubantfabami nami nibongikhontela kulo uma nifika uma ngikhontela kulo uma lifika ngoba inhlitiyo yenu ibe yijakile igadze kuvika linekushiya imivimba bantfabami ninyathele kancane luthandweni ngoba line kubuthatha bunfu kumuntu kungasali muntu laba kulo babambelele ngetitfukuthfuku liyasetshendwa lakhiwa ngale midlalo yasebusuku lona lukhona abantu ababo nani ntalinambitsi uma nifika kulo kuhlokwelujuse senisho bohani niqambalale phansi emfunto emaqembe ekuthula kwalo lomunye esifubeni nifunge inthando nempilo yatini nenodva emhlabeni ningangisoli ke ngemanga abantu abami vele ke uma lifika liyawehlula nalamave yise kuniqaphelisa kuphela ninenukhumbule kuthi luthando luyabulala luthando luyaphilisa themba. This now is a letter to you. This one is a letter to you who was diseased with lust at 18. In just a short sin of pleasure, you had the joys of your youth wrapped in a living soul, taking root in your womb. They sang with the birds, echoed with the mountains, and whispered with the winds. Watching the calves gallivanting the green velds until the dark smoke of burning wood and boiling pots above their neighborhood called them back home. And down those thin walkways to the village river, oh, you would hear those Swazi maidens clapping and laughing at the young village boys drooling over their chocolate skins and curves as they passed by, balancing calabashes on their heads, heading home, where their fathers were bringing back the oxen that turned the soil, growing these little brown coins that bought their uniforms, pens, and books so they could read and write themselves into worth. Their fathers used to bring back the oxen from turning the soil that grew their dinner plates and these little brown coins that bought their uniforms, pens, and books so they could read and write themselves into worth. They ate from the hands of the seasons and drank from the sky. I often envy them, even in my imagination of those days, for they lived. You see, they lived until their school uniforms became like burning plastic, suddenly unfit for their sexy urges and curves. And the pens suddenly became too rough for their soft palms and beautiful manicures. And the books became pages of fairy tales, suddenly too shallow for their deep minds. So they threw it all at the feet of irrelevance and chased themselves. Now as they chased themselves, they gave their innocence to strangers and lust in the bushes, changing the trees to satisfy their premature cravings as they went. And here we are. We are children of predicted paternities to their mothers, our grandmothers. We were nothing but like flowers on the graves of the purity and innocence of their daughters. And our roots eating away at the life that was meant as the security of their own. We were a constant reminder of their failures as parents. So they gave up their daughters, our mothers, to the misty mountains of life, also giving their plates and spoons that even when they may return, they will find their place on the table no more, and their withered petals will find a place on the family tree no more. And so here we are the future with no past. How we have come to own the sins of our mothers. Salute the general.
Clever teens that make smart choices. Well informed is the norm, you hear it in their voices. Young ladies that ain't ready for birth. Wait until the moment is right and planning it first. My young bucks not acting like dumb punks. Ball in a court, play the game right, slam dunk. Parents, leaders setting the right example. Do as I do, not I say. Can you handle?
You know the risks are plenty. How change are plenty. Let me put some words in your ear. You exposing yourself. You need to be protecting yourself. Labor word just to show that you care. HIV will lose your trust. Glamedia, gonorrhea, libosaveles. Give me a chance to crawl, to walk, to run, to fly. Give me a chance to live a better life. Give me a chance to crawl, to walk, to run, to fly. Give me a chance to live a better life.
Dear mother, dear father, dear aunt, dear uncle, koma fana wande mukale jisanzo ngati simunambe ababa ndendibwele zanso. Dear mother, dear father, grandparents, koma so cousin, koma fana wande mukale jisanzo madaliso ofunika kuwabasa apasen.
They keep telling me it's gonna be alright, man, I'm tired of these lies. They kick me out saying I'm too young, but it's my right to be in the light. Be in the
social commentary. I picked up a little bit of street knowledge. I picked up a little bit of Bible. I picked up a little bit of tradition and history. You know what I mean? Like you were just like such a versatile writer. Where does all of that come from? And for you to actually memorize a piece that long.
Program, it's Salute the General.
So at Salute the General.
Yeah, at Salute the General. Okay. And on Facebook, I'm just Zulake Fagudzi.
Okay.
Yeah, Zulake Fagudzi. Then on YouTube, really, I do not have yet things, but currently we're using, as I said, Masterpieces account. So there's, you just can, like Masterpiece TV Africa. You'll find more of my stuff.
Great stuff. Mdolo, I want you to pick a camera. Daniel Toro, which one should he look at? This one, that one. The one straight ahead.
Straight.
I just need you to speak the truth, speak from the heart to any young person that's watching out there, to any old person that's watching out there, you know what I mean? Just in terms of what's in your head, what's in your heart that you would love to speak and just light a fire and inspire somebody watching out there.
All right, well, I'm one person who believes that life is spirit. I think that is why I'm a poet, because words, they don't just speak to your mind and everything, they speak to your spirit. So life is spirit. You should also always remember that one. Always remember that one. And to any young person, maybe an upcoming artist, upcoming poet, whatever, I would like to say, man, it's not really about talent. It's one thing that I've learned. It's not really about talent. You can be talented and everything. But if you will not push yourself, the world does not owe you anything. There are some artists who believe they are entitled to some things. They just feel they are entitled, that courtesy should just call them. And they hook them up for a show or something, and they sit back because they think they are talented. I've learned it's not about talent really. Talent plays its part, but it's mostly about pushing yourself, believing in yourself, getting out there. So yeah, salute.
All right, the general has spoken. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not just about talent. Talent alone will not see you reach your goals. There's a whole lot of other things that you need to put around, like a team that's going to help you to push. But also, most importantly, it's on you to make sure that you present yourself in such a way that people will want to associate with your art and your artist. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been another beautiful, beautiful evening out here in Bab City, the Cap City. The moon is out. The stars are also dancing this evening. It's actually relatively warm, warmer than usual for Mbabane. And thank you very much once again to the U.S. Embassy in the Kingdom of Eswatini for opening their doors through Ndibanweni to be the place where we host these First Friday poetry sessions. Shout out to the entire team, Ambassador Peterson, we appreciate you, Steph, Nanette, Nondumiso, Morrison, Vagele, you guys are just amazing in making sure that this actually does happen. Shout out to Daniel Toro, the master, for making sure that we come at you live and direct on this here live stream. And from me, the courtesy of hip hop, it's peace, love, and happiness. Stay safe, and remember, we are live every first Friday of the month right here on DTtv. Not so much, but also please make sure to check out the other stuff that we have running. We do have Represent on Thursdays. We do have Music in the Woods coming up, and we do have fun times with Mdura as well. These are just some of the things that we have running to make sure that at least let the entertainment industry or fraternity in the Kingdom of Eswatini remain above water and remain visible during this time of lockdown. But for now, it's thank you very much. We will see you on the next First Friday.